Yo, what's up, guys? I just got done watching the recent Bulls Talk podcast, and Tony Gill and Casey Johnson, they were talking about all the recent trade rumors and just draft rumors surrounding the Chicago Bulls. Also talking about if the Bulls could trade for the Portland Trail Blazers number 3 draft pick, and also linking the Bulls to Scoot Henderson. But before I jump into today's video, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Also leave a quick like below today's video. It takes a second and helps me out a lot, and leave some comments and questions below today's video about all the recent draft rumors and articles that just keep popping up. Also check out my last video if you guys missed it. I was talking about how the Bulls could trade for a draft pick in this upcoming NBA draft and how the Bulls are interested in Brandon Miller. But nonetheless, let's just jump right into it, because I'm just going to be straight honest. If the Bulls could trade anyone on this roster for that number 3 pick, and if Scoot Henderson is available at 3, they have to do it. I just have to get that out there. They have to do it. This man is a dog. He is going to be a great point guard for a very long time to whichever team that does draft him. So definitely leave your thoughts on that whole situation and continue watching today's video, because I'm going to talk about a bunch of trade rumors for this upcoming NBA draft and just breaking down Scoot Henderson's game and how he would fit with the Chicago Bulls, say they do trade up. And obviously these past few days around the Bulls on Twitter and just Facebook, everywhere there's been many articles and many YouTube videos, many content creators talking about the Bulls potentially trading for a draft pick in this upcoming NBA draft. I saw just the other day CHGO Bulls were also on their podcast, and they were talking about can they trade into the NBA draft and could the Bulls offer some core pieces for the Blazers number 3 draft pick. Now this is all speculation and rumors. Now the rumors definitely pick up more near the NBA draft, so this is mainly all speculation. But in the recent Bulls Talk podcast, Casey Johnson was talking about how the Bulls could be interested in trading for the number 3 draft pick, and he did pretty much say how he does expect the Bulls to at least do their due diligence and call the Blazers to see what the price would be for that draft pick, because there's been a bunch of reports and articles talking about how the Blazers pretty much plan to trade that 3rd overall draft pick, and I'd say plan to retool more around Damian Lillard. I saw that does bother some Blazers fans, and I don't really blame them. And with that being said, a bunch of articles have came out, and BullsWire.usatoday.com did put out this article talking about how the Blazers are looking to trade the 3rd overall draft pick, and the Bulls are showing signs of interest. Now, I think we need to remember Arturas did say, and he's been very firm about his stance on this team being competitive and the Bulls not rebuilding, but who truly knows what's going to happen? There's been a bunch of rumors. I mean, just the other day, the Bulls did work out Brandon Miller, and in my eyes, he's a lock to go top 3 or top 5 at the latest. And according to Zach Lowe of ESPN, the Blazers are looking to trade that number 3 draft pick, and the Bulls and Portland Trail Blazers have already been talking for the past few months about a different potential draft pick trade. Now, to just give a little update on that whole situation, the Bulls got the Blazers draft pick back in that Lauri Markkanen trade, and for the Bulls to get that draft pick, the Blazers have to make the playoffs. It's very simple, and that will keep going on year by year until 2028, or it'll be, I believe, 1 or 2 second rounders to the Chicago Bulls. And with that being said, the Bulls might have some draft pick leverage that could lead to a trade with the Blazers. And I mean, just the other day, some more rumors came out about the Blazers being linked to Zach LaVine in a potential trade ahead of the NBA draft, according to Clutch Points. So the rumors are just going to keep picking up. And in my eyes, if the Bulls can trade, I'd say Zach LaVine or DeMar DeRozan, maybe other trade assets for that number 3 draft pick, they have to do it. I love Zach LaVine. I love DeMar DeRozan. DeMar is going to be a Hall of Famer one day. But let's be honest, this Bulls team is not much better than a play-in tournament team in my eyes. Maybe a 6th seed at best, but that was also with a healthy Lonzo Ball for most of the season, or at least a quarter of it or half of it. And I've also said this statement in many of my past videos. Right now, the Bulls are in basketball hell. They have no young talent other than Patrick Williams and Kobe White, and I love those guys, but I don't see them changing the franchise like I'd say Scoot Henderson could. Now, a few weeks back, this article did come out from Heavy.com, and the Bulls were projected obviously to move up in this draft. I'd say the 2 to 4 range. Obviously, if they did that, they would have kept their draft pick. And Heavy.com did say if the Bulls moved up, they would draft Scoot Henderson, and I believe that he would be the answer to the Bulls' point guard problems that they've obviously had for years now. Now, obviously, the whole Lonzo Ball situation is a mess. I don't expect him to play basketball again. Obviously, I hope he can just live a normal life one day. And of course, it would be great if he could come back, but I'm just looking at it as worst case scenario. scenario. And Kevin O'Connor, he did project the Bulls if they did move up to draft Scoot Henderson, and he did say Scoot would draw immediate comparisons to Derrick Rose because of his downhill drives and explosive launches into the paint. Now, given that whole description, that is scary, but like I did say, Scoot Henderson can change an organization. He could be a #1 scoring option and a #1 option on a championship team in my eyes. He has at least the potential to become that, and given that the Bulls are in basketball hell, and who knows what they're going to do, if they're going to retool or rebuild or just keep this roster the same and run it back. The Bulls are kind of in the middle right now, and they're kind of a directionless franchise, and trading up for Scoot Henderson would bring a direct direction to the Chicago Bulls' future. Now, look, who knows who the Hornets will also draft at #2. Obviously, this is all speculation and rumors and a lot of question marks and a lot of what ifs. And given that the Hornets are really high on LaMelo Ball, and I saw Michael Jordan might sell that organization and that franchise, who knows what the Hornets are going to do, so that's another big question mark. Now, most NBA mock drafts I've looked at do have the Hornets drafting Brandon Miller at 2, but, mock drafts aren't the most reliable, so who truly knows what's going to happen? And now in today's video, I just wanted to talk about how Scoot Henderson would fit with the Chicago Bulls and what kind of player he is. He's only 19 years old. He'll turn 20 next February. He is a 6'2" point guard. He weighs about 200 pounds. And to keep it short and simple, if Victor wasn't going #1 and if he wasn't in this draft, Scoot Henderson would have easily been the #1 draft pick in this upcoming NBA draft. Scoot is an elite level point guard and one of the best lead guard prospects to come in many years. He's far from a perfect prospect, and he isn't a finished product by any stretch. Like I just did say, this kid's only 19 years old, but he has elite physical tools and the ability to take over games, even as a teenager playing against grown men. Scoot is a rock-solid and explosive athlete with big shoulders, a strong frame, and a good above-the-rim ability. He's NBA ready with his body and his size. He's got all the size and quickness you look for in a high-level NBA point guard, plus long arms and the ability to finish through contact. He's also a creative finisher like Derrick Rose and Russell Westbrook. He's been linked and compared to Derrick Rose and Russell Westbrook forever now. I'd say the main thing that he has to work on is his jumper. He's not the best three-point shooter. He only shot about 17% from 3 in his first G League NBA season. Like I did say, he has been compared to Derrick Rose mixed with prime Russell Westbrook for a while now. I like him a lot. If the Bulls can trade up, I don't care what the package would be. They have to get this kid. He can change the whole future of this Bulls team and the franchise. Thank you guys for all the love on the channel in the past few videos. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Have a good one.